take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented
Good evening, baseball fans. You are here with Ken on Yankees, The Ugly Truth. This broadcast is being simulcast on the Hardcore Sports Network. And I'm going to give a shout out to some of the folks that are here. Kaz, appreciate you being here. Daniel Berry Sports on the Hardcore Sports Network. Daniel, Sean Browning, and let's see, we've got a few more in here. Yankees for Life, Margaret, Natalie, thank you for taking time out of your busy Friday evening to listen to a little bit of baseball. Tonight, we are going to see the Major League debut of Spencer Jones, recalled after yesterday's game where Jason Dominguez made the best play of his career and was injured. Unfortunately, he is on the IL, and that gave Spencer Jones the opportunity to be promoted and brought up to the majors. So, welcome to the big show. And young lad, you are going to face a monster tonight on the mound. So let's see where you go. I'm going to go over tonight's lineup. Leading off playing center field is going to be Trent Grisham. In the 2-hole is going to be first baseman Ben Rice. Welcome back, brother. The captain, Aaron Judge, will be in right field, hitting out of the 3-hole. Cody Bellinger will be in left field, hitting cleanup. In the 5-hole is going to be second baseman Jazz Chisholm. As the DH this evening, Spencer Jones will be in the 6-hole. Jose Caviero will be hitting in the 7-hole. Austin Wells will be behind the dish in the 8-hole. And bringing up the rear is going to be the hot third baseman, Ryan McMahon. Hey, John the Beagle Dad, welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. And on the bump is going to be Max Fried, the ace. Fried will be facing Jackson Chirios, leading off playing left field. In the 2-hole is going to be second baseman Bryce Terang. Behind the dish will be Willem Contreras. In the 3-hole, cleaning up for the Brewers is going to be former Yankee Gary Sanchez. In the 5-hole at first base is going to be Andrew Vaughn. At third base in the 6-hole will be Luis Rengifo. In center field, hitting out of the 7-hole will be Brandon Lockridge. In right field, Sal Frelick will be in the 8-hole. And bringing up the rear is going to be their shortstop, Joey Ortiz. On the bump will be that fireball monster, Jacob Mizorowski. And that is our active lineup for today for both squads. If you have not, please drop your vote in our active poll. Ask how many strikeouts will Max Fried get in tonight's game. There are 11 votes thus far, so thank you for those who have dropped your vote. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. Our goal for every live stream is 30 likes. Currently, we are at, let's see, We are at 10, so we are 20 away from our goal. If you haven't, please consider subscribing to the Hardcore Sports Network and Yankees The Ugly Truth. There are QR codes in the upper left and right-hand corners. Left is Hardcore Sports Network. Right is The Ugly Truth. We at The Ugly Truth are at 703 subscribers, 2 short of our 705 goal. So anything you can do to... Yes.
It's really not nighttime. It's not nighttime.
All right. All right, little man.
No, Papa, it's not nighttime.
You're right. It is not nighttime.
See? No, it's not.
So what are we going to say? We're on the stream right now.
Let's go Yankees.
That's right, baby. Let's start it out right. Let's go Yankees. And say, welcome, Spencer.
Welcome, Spencer.
All right. Give me a kiss. Uncle John's in there. All right. Love you. Hey, don't forget your pack. And we have started out right with the Bonafatis from young Wyatt, my grandson. We are just a couple of minutes before the first pitch. I'm feeling optimistic. The Yankees have been playing great ball. If you haven't, go over to Yankees The Ugly Truth, my YouTube site, and check out some of the shorts that I've dropped. Hey, John Mazzola, welcome to the stream. Mizorowski is 2-2 on the season. He throws a fastball that is average velocity of 99 miles an hour. He is thrown as high as 103 miles an hour. So we've got a tiger by the tail tonight, and the Yankee lineup is going to have a monster to face. So how are we feeling about tonight's game? Thanks, John. Appreciate that. And the umpire behind the plate is Alan Porter. He is 17 years in the season. He's the crew chief, and he is considered a neutral player or umpire. And the first pitch is in there, and that is a 103-mile-an-hour fastball for call, strike one on Grisham. Grisham is hitting 182 on the season with 5 home runs, 23 RBIs, and a 680 OPS. And Mizorowski sets, and he throws a fastball right down the heart of Broadway. That was also 103 miles an hour. Count is 0-2 on Trent. Mizorowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and Grisham swings and misses for strike 3. Another 102-mile-an-hour fastball. So this guy has got a little bit of go-go juice in his arm tonight. That is the first out of the night. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. Mizorowski sets. And the first pitch to Rice is in there for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. Another 103-mile-an-hour fastball. Rice is hitting 343 on the season, 12 home runs, 27 RBIs, and a 1214 OPS. Mizorowski sets, and he fires, and Rice fouls this one straight back to the screen. Count is 0-2. Mizorowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is tipped into the glove of Contreras, 103, and that is the second out. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. So let's see what the captain can do. And the first pitch is on the way. It is called a strike inside, another 103-mile-an-hour fastball. Mizrowski sets, pitch is on the way, and the captain fouls this one down the right field line. Count is 0-2. And the captain takes timeout, and in traditional two-strike fashion, he picks up some dirt and throws it to the side. So the crowd is booing Judge for breaking up Mizrowski's rhythm. Mizrowski sets, he fires, and the pitch is down low. It was a 103-mile-an-hour fastball, so the count is 1-2. Mizrowski sets, fires, and the pitch is driven to right field, but right at Sal Frelick, and he is going to retire the Yankees in order on a 10-pitch inning. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the first is going to be Jackson Chirios, Bryce Terang, and Willem Contreras. Yeah, there is a difference in the way they measure fastballs. Back in the day, John, they measured fastballs as they crossed the plate. Nowadays, they measure the velocity of the fastball when it leaves the pitcher's hand. So it appears that the fastball is much faster than it actually is. And the measured velocity as it crosses the plate drops 3 to 5 miles an hour. So take from it what you will. Back in the day when Nolan Ryan was throwing that 100-mile-an-hour fastball, that was 100 miles an hour crossing the plate. And it looks like Max Fried is on the mound, taking the last of his warm-up pitches. And Max is getting ready to get this one on. Max is 4-1 on the season, 2.39 ERA. Opponents are hitting 176 against him. Thanks, Kaz. Appreciate that. And Jackson Churio is stepping up to the plate. And Fried sets. First pitch is on the way, and the cutter is waved at. Count is 0-1 on Churio. And Fried sets, fires, and the pitch is foul, tipped into the glove of Wells. Count is 0-2 quickly. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the cutter is just off the plate. It looked like he went, but the first place umpire says that he held up, so the count is going to go to 1-2. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and he paints the strike zone for call. Strike 3. So that is going to be the first out of the inning. So Jackson, grab some bench, baby, because you've been retired via the K and Max Fried. So 1 down and a bunch more to go. And Fried sets. First pitch to Turag is on the way, and that is skied to left field. Bellinger is tracking it, and he is going to make the play just short of the foul line. So that is going to be the second out of the inning. Bax has 5 pitches down, so his pitch count is outstanding. William Contreras is coming up to bat. He is hitting .286 on the season, 3 home runs, 23 RBIs, and a .764 OPS. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is a cutter swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2 on Contreras. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker is going to dive out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2 on Contreras. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is skied to center field. Grisham is closing in on it, and he is going to make the play for the third out. So that is a 9-pitch inning for Max. And the Brewers are retired 1 through 3, and that's what you see. Coming up to bat for the Yankees in the top of the second is going to be Cody Bellinger, Jazz Chisholm Jr., and Spencer Jones. So we're going to see the young lad make his first plate appearance against this fireballing monster. Let's see what he does. With regard to our scoreboard, the Astros lead the Reds 4-0 in the top of the 7th. Rockies lead the Phillies 6-0 in the bottom of the 4th. The A's and the Orioles are locked up at 0s in the bottom of the 3rd. The Angels and the Blue Jays are locked up at 0s in the bottom of the 3rd. In the bottom of the 3rd, the Rays and the Red Sox are also locked up at 0s. This is going to be one of the rare times that I actually root for the Red Sox. However, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. The Nationals lead the Marlins 3-2 in the top of the 3rd. Guardians lead the Twins 4-0 in the top of the 2nd. In the bottom of the 1st, the Royals and Tigers are at 0s. White Sox lead the Mariners 1-0 in the bottom of the 1st. And as you know, here in Milwaukee, the Yankees and Brewers are locked up at 0s, heading to the top of the 2nd. That is your active scoreboard for the day. If you have not, please drop your vote in our active poll. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And Cody Bellinger steps up to the box. He has a 9-game hitting streak. Mizrowski sets, and the first pitch is on the way, and that is a slider down low. That came in at 97 miles an hour. Bellinger's hitting .299 on the season, 5 home runs, 28 RBIs. Mizrowski sets, and the pitch is inside for ball 2. Count is 2-0 on Belly. Mizrowski sets and fires, and that fastball catches the top inside corner for call, strike 1. Count is 2-1. Mizrowski sets and he fires, and that pitch is inside, so that is 3-1 on Belly. Mizrowski sets, fires, and this is driven to right or left field. And Lockridge is waiting on it and puts it away for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr. And Mizrowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball paints the top of the strike zone for call, strike 1. That is a 102-mile-an-hour fastball. Jazz is hitting .209 on the season, 4 home runs, 13 RBIs, and a .627 OPS. Mizrowski sets, and he fires, and Jazz fouls this one straight back. Count is 0-2. Mizrowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is off the plate. That was a 93-mile-an-hour changeup. Count is 1-2 on Jazz. Mizrowski sets and fires, and this is chopped to the pitcher. He feels it cleanly and underhands it to Vaughn for the second out of the inning. Now coming is Spencer Jones. So we're going to see what this kid has to show. Recommendation, Spencer, shorten your swing up. Do not take a big round. Mizrowski sets. First pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call, strike 1. 104 miles an hour is what that one was reading. Mizrowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and Jones swings and misses. Count is 0-2 on Spencer. Mizrowski sets and pitches, fouled off. Count is 0-2 still. Mizrowski sets and fires, and the curveball is foul tipped into the glove of Contreras. So that is another 1-2-3 inning for Mizrowski. So that was a little bit of a rude awakening for Spencer Jones coming to Major League Baseball. However, it is what it is. For those of you that are here, if you could please drop your vote in our active poll. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. Currently, we are at 17 likes, 13 short of our goal of 30 for the streams. Please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. There are QR codes in your upper left and right hand corners to make it easier for you. Hardcore Sports is the left. Yankees The Ugly Truth is the right. We here at The Ugly Truth are at 703 subscribers, looking for our next milestone of 705. We are just 2 away. So anything you can do to help us attain our goal would be most appreciated. So what do we think about this fireballing monster tonight? And in this inning, Gary Sanchez, Andrew Vaughn, and Luis Rengifo will be taking bats. And Fried sets, and the first pitch is a curveball into Sanchez for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Fried sets, fires, and the pitch is foul straight back. Count is 0-2 on Gary. As you know, Gary was a young rookie with the Yankees till we traded him to the Twins. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the cutter is in the strike zone, but it is called ball one. Count is 1-2. Hey, Nancy, welcome to the stream. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. Count is evened at deuces. Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is grounded through the right side of the infield. Judge is going to get it and get the throw in quickly. So Sanchez has the first hit of the night for the Brewers. And I tend to have a thought that all ex-Yankees tend to kick us a little bit. Coming up to bat is Andrew Vaughn. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way. And it is off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Vaughn. Fried sets, and he fires, and the pitch is just a bit high. Count is 2-0 on Vaughn. For those of you just joining us, we're in the bottom of the second. Score is locked up at zeros. There is nobody out, a runner at first, and a 2-0 count on Vaughn. Fried sets, and he fires, and that pitch is just off the plate. Count is now 3-0 on Vaughn. Fried sets, and the pitch is on the way, and it breaks inside. So that is going to be a 4-pitch walk to Vaughn. Brewers have runners at first and second with nobody out. Luis Rengifo is coming up to bat. Rengifo was formerly with the Angels when the Yankees had considered acquiring him to be the third baseman, but the deal never worked out. He left in free agency, and now he is here. He is hitting 188 on the season, no home runs, 11 RBIs, and a 520 OPS. So is Max going to be able to ring the double play with this guy? And Fried steps off and chases the runner at second back. First disengagement. Fried sets and fires, and the cutter is up high. Count is 1-0. That is 5 straight balls from Fried. Fried sets and fires, and the next pitch is up high. Count is 2-0. 6 straight balls in a row. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the cutter breaks in off the plate. Count is now 3-0 on Rengifo. Seven straight balls. Fried has lost the strike zone. Fried sets and fires, and that pitch is inside for ball 4. So the bases are now juice full of Brewers, and that is 8 straight pitches out of the strike zone. And Blake is coming out to settle down Fried. And it looks like the meeting of the minds on the mound is breaking up. And Brandon Lockridge is stepping into the plate. And the first pitch is on the way, and he paints the inside corner for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. Lockridge is hitting .277 on the season. No home runs. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is lined through the right side. And Sanchez is going to score. They're going to hold Vaughn up at third. So Milwaukee now leads 1-0. Bases are still juice full of Brewers with nobody out. Coming up to bat is Sal Frelick. Fried sets, and the first pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is line drive just past a leaping Jazz Chisholm. Another run is going to score, so it's going to be a station to station. That is a ceiling eye single, and the bases remain loaded. Score is now 2-0 Brewers. Coming up to bat is Joey Ortiz. Next pitch is on the way, and the curveball is down low. Count is 1-0. Ortiz is hitting 184 on the season, no home runs, 8 RBIs, and a 443 OPS. Fried sets and fires, and the sinker catches the inside of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count is 1-2. Fried has to go for the strikeout on this one, so I'm anticipating a slider down low off the outside corner. Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is way off the plate. Count is evened at deuces. Ed Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is chop foul down the first base line. He just got a piece of it. Count remains deuce. Ed Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is up and in. That is now going to bring the count to 3-2. No place to put Ortiz, so it's time to get serious and lock this guy down. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is bounced to McMahon. McMahon fires to Chisholm, and that is going to be the first out of the inning. However, a run is going to score, so the Brewers are going to have runners at first and third with 1 out. Score is now 3-0 Brewers. Jackson Churio is coming up to bat. 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out in his first plate appearance. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1 on Churio. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled back. Count is 0-2. Fried sets, and he fires, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-2 on Churio. Fried makes a pickoff attempt at first. Ortiz was leaning, but he gets back safely. Pitch is on the way, and it is bounced up the middle, and that is going to make it into center field for a base hit. Lockridge is going to score. So the Brewers have a 4-0 lead. They are not hitting the hell out of him. It is soft contact after soft contact. I think Fried had the opportunity to fill that one, but he let it go through for the double play, and it threaded the needle between Chisholm and Caballero. And the first pitch to Terang is a sweeper off the plate. Terang is 0 for 1 on the night with a flyout in his first appearance. And Fried makes a pickoff attempt at second. Ortiz is back in head first, safe. And Jake Bird is warming up for the Yankees in the pen. And the next pitch is on the way, and the sweeper catches the inside of the strike zone for call, strike one. Count is even at 1-1. Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and he paints the outside corner with a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 1-2 on Terang. Fried sets, and he fires, and the sweeper is fouled off. Count remains 1-2. And Fried sets, pitches all the way, and it is fouled off down the third base side. Count remains 1-2. Fried sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled down the left field line. And it is going to drop in foul. Bellinger's not able to get there. Looks like he broke his bat. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in there for call, strike three. And that is going to be the second out. Max's second strikeout on the day. Coming at bat is William Contreras, 0 for 1 on the day with a flyout in his first at bat. And Fried sets, and the pitch is a sweeper call, ball one. Fried sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 1-1. And Fried sets, The pitch is on the way. The changeup is up high and outside. Count is 2-1. Reed sets and fires, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike 2. Count is evened at deuces. Reed sets, pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Brewers in the bottom of the second, but not before they drop a 4 spot. Coming up to bat for the Yankees is going to be Jose Caballero, Austin Wells, and Ryan McMahon. All right, let me grab a drink out of my fridge. And I am back. If you haven't, take this opportunity to drop your vote in our active poll. We have 19 votes at this point. Thank you for those who have voted. And thank you, Kaz, for handing the Gary Dunham jackass stuff. Next time, give me a sec and I will just ban him so he cannot come back into the stream. We are at 20 likes for this stream. So our goal is 30 for every live stream. So we're 10 away. So for those of you who haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you have not subscribed to the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth channel, please consider subscribing. To make it easy for you, there are QR codes in your upper left and right hand corners of the screen. We are at 703 subscribers, looking at our next milestone of 705. So anything you can do to give us a hand in making that. And Mizrowski sets. The first pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike 1. The 101-mile-an-hour fastball. Cabby didn't like the call. Cabby is hitting .254 on the season, 4 home runs, 13 RBIs, and a .706 OPS. Mizrowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is way off the plate. Count is 1-1 on Cabby. Next pitch is on the way, and that is way down low and outside. Count is 2-1 on Caballero. Mizrowski sets, and he fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 2-2. And Mizrowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count remains 2-2. Mizrowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded into center field. So that is going to be the first hit for the Yankees tonight. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. So is he going to disrupt Mizorowski's game by taking a little bit of go-go? Guess we're going to find out. Mizorowski sets, and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate. That was only a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and this is hammered foul by Wells. Count is 1-1. Count is 1-1 on Wells. And Mizorowski sets. And there is a timeout call by Wells. Pitch is on the way, and Wells swings and misses at a fastball up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2 on Austin. There's a pickoff attempt at first. Cabby is back head first safely. Mizorowski makes a second pickoff attempt, and that is a balk. So Caballero is going to be given second base. So the Yankees have a runner at second. And the manager for the Brewers is out there. He is about to get tossed. Cannot challenge a balk call, period. He should have been tossed, but they're letting him get back into the dugout. Mizorowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and Wells fouls the 100-mile-an-hour fastball straight back. Mizorowski sets and fires, and the curveball is down low. Count is evened at deuce. What color is your goose? Mizorowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is down in the dirt. Wells is able to hold up on the check swing, so the count is now full. Good at bat for Wells. Mizorowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and Wells swings through the slider for strike three. And that is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. Mizrowski sets and fires, and McMahon lines this one into left field, and that is right at Lockridge. That is going to be the second out. Caballero heads back to second. McMahon put a charge in that one. And coming up to bat is Trent Grisham, 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out in his first plate appearance. He saw 3 freaking 103-mile-an-hour fastballs. Mizrowski sets. There is a pickoff attempt at second. Obviously, this guy is not good at pickoff moves. Mizrowski sets and fires, and the slider is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Mizrowski sets and fires, and that pitch is up high. Count is 1-1. Mizrowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is up and out of the strike zone. Count is now 2-1 on Grisham. Pitch is on the way, and Grisham fouls this one off. Count goes to 2-2. And Mizrowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up high. Count is now full, 3-2 on Grisham. Mizrowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and Grisham guys this one to the third baseman. Rengifo makes the play in foul territory, and the Yankees are going to strand a runner at second. Well, it is still early in the game. For those of you just hopping into the stream, we're going to the top of the fourth. And the Brewers lead the Yankees 4-0. For those of you who have hopped into our stream, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. How many strikeouts will Fried record tonight? There are 19 votes in the poll, so thank you for those of you that have voted, but there are a hell of a lot more of you in the stream. So let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. For the scoreboard today, in the top of the ninth, the Astros lead the Reds 10-0. Rockies lead the Phils 6-2 in the bottom of the sixth. A's lead the Orioles 3-1 in the bottom of the sixth. Blue Jays lead the Angels 2-0 in the top of the fifth. The Red Sox lead the Rays 2-0 in the bottom of the 5th. Nationals lead the Marlins 3-2 in the bottom of the 5th. Guardians lead the Twins 4-0 in the bottom of the 5th. The Tigers and the Royals are tied up at 1 apiece in the bottom of the 4th. The Mariners have a 5-2 lead on the White Sox in the bottom of the 3rd. Heading to the bottom of the 3rd, the Brewers have a 4-0 lead on the Yankees. Cubs lead the Rangers 1-0 in the bottom of the 2nd, and that is our active scoreboard for the night. And Fried sets. The first pitch is on the way, and the curveball is down low. Count is 1-0 on Sanchez. Ed Fried sets. The curveball is on the way, and that catches the top of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is what, Ed, what? Fried sets and fires, and the changeup is in there for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2. Sanchez calls timeout. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the cutter is up high. Count is evened at deuces on Sanchez. Fried sets, Ed fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. That is Max's 4th strikeout of the night.
You guys need loud. Oh, Yankee.
All right, my little man is back. He's going to give us a Yankee chant. So
Let's go, Yankees.
that's right. Let's go, Yankees. Say, strike them out, Max.
Strike them out, Max.
All right, I love you. All right, so our little good luck charm is in there. The first pitch was a sweeper up high. Count is 1-0. And Max is challenging the ball call, and the Yankees are going to lose their first challenge of the night. He missed by 0.3 of an inch. And Fried sets and fires, and this pitch is driven to center field. Grisham is on the way, and this is going to bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. Honestly, NES, I'm not sure about his defensive metrics. I hadn't really tracked him. He is naturally a center fielder, but they've been playing him in left field. I know that down in Scranton. Coming up to bat is Luis Rengifo. Does not have an official at bat. He walked in his first appearance. And the cutter is on the way and swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Fried sets and fires, and this pitch is lined to right field. Judge is going to make the play. He fires the ball in, so the runner is going to hold at second. So that is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Lockridge, 1-for-1 on the day with an RBI and a run scored. And Fried sets. First pitch is on the way. The curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Lockridge. Fried sets and fires, and this curveball is lined into center field. Grisham is fielding it. He misplays it, and a run is going to score. That is an RBI single for Lockridge, his second in 2 innings, and the score is now 5-0 Milwaukee. Coming up to bat is Sal Frelick. Fried sets, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Frelick is 1 for 1 on the day with an RBI single in his first plate appearance. And the cutter is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1 on Frelick. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper paints the outside corner for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2. Fried sets and fire, and then the sweeper is way off the plate. Count is evened at 2-2. Fried sets, and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. That's going to be Fried's 5th strikeout of the night. But not before Milwaukee tags another run on to take a 5-0 lead. Coming up for the Yankees in the bottom of the third, or the top of the fourth, is going to be Ben Rice, Aaron Judge, and Cody Bellinger. For those of you that are here, if you have not, please drop a vote in our active poll. Our poll has 19 votes. And as you know, our goal for every live stream is 30 likes. We're at 26, so we're 4 away from our goal. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. To make it easier for you, we have QR codes in the upper left and right-hand corners of the screen. Left is for Hardcore Sports, right is for Yankees The Ugly Truth. Here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we're at 703 subscribers. Our next milestone is 705, so we are 2 away from that. Anything you can do to help us reach our goal would be most appreciated. If you haven't had the opportunity, head over to Yankees The Ugly Truth and check out the shorts that I've dropped over the last couple of days. Let me know what you think. Mizorowski is at 43 pitches going into the top of 4. And the first pitch to Rice is foul straight back. That was a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Mizorowski sets and fires, and Rice fouls this one straight back. So the count is 0-2 on Rice. Rice struck out in his first plate appearance. Mizrowski sets and he fires, and the changeup is in the dirt. It bounces away from the catcher. Count is 1-2 on Ben. Mizrowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is swung on and missed for strike 3, and Rice is retired via the K the second time. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. He is 0 for 1 on the day. His first plate appearance was a line drive out. Mizrowski sets, pitch is on the way, and the slider is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Mizrowski sets, pitch is on the way, and the curveball catches the heart of the plate for call. Strike 1. Count is 1-1. Mizrowski sets and fires, and this ball is fouled down the right field line. Count is 1-2. And Mizrowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and Judge swings and misses at the 102-mile-an-hour fastball. Second out of the inning, coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger, 0 for 1 on the day. He lined out in his first plate appearance. That is Mizrowski's 6th strikeout of the night. Bellinger has a 9-game hitting streak. Looking to hope it to bring it to 10. Mizrowski sets and fires, and this ball is skied down the left field line. And that is going to be foul. Lockridge slides and hits the wall. He is down. This does not look good. He is still down on the ground. The trainer is out. The umpire or the manager is out. Lockridge is still on the ground. This is the second game in a row that we've seen somebody looking like they're seriously injured. Hey, Natalie, welcome back. And while looks like they are getting him up, and does not look like he can walk. They're got him braced up with the manager and the coach. The left fielder made an attempt to get a foul ball, Nancy, and he slid into that hard concrete wall. Looks like they are going to bring the card out for him. So Lockridge is coming out of the game. There's a gap between their pad where the wall is exposed and it's nothing but concrete. So I suspect that he slid straight into that concrete wall. There's blood on the bottom of his pant leg, and they brought the card out for him. And they're putting him in the back of the cart, and he is coming out of the game. I'm not sure. They may bring Christian Yelich in to play in the outfield slot. I'm not sure exactly who they have on their bench. Yeah, you can tell from the replay that he slid and he hit the concrete itself. Yeah, Kaz, that is my granddaughter. And it looks like Jackson Churio is going to move to left field, and Garrett Mitchell will take over in center field. And we're resuming gameplay. Bellinger's back in the box. And this ball is grounded to the first baseman. Vaughn is going to take it himself, and that is going to do it for the Yankees. The Yankees go down in order 1, 2, 3, and that's all you see. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 20 votes tonight. If you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We are at 26 likes. Our goal for every live stream is 30, so we're just 4 away. And if you are not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. We are at 703 subscribers on the Yankees The Ugly Truth, looking at our next milestone of 705. Anything that you can do to help us meet our goal would be most appreciated. And in our MLB scoreboard, the Astros have defeated the Reds 10-0. In the top of the 8th, the Rockies lead the Phillies 7-2. The Athletics lead the Orioles 3-2 in the top of the 7th. Blue Jays lead the Angels 2-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Red Sox lead the Rays 2-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Let's go Boston, as much as that pains me. The Nationals lead the Marlins 3-2 in the top of the 7th. Guardians lead the Twins 4-1 in the top of the 6th. Royals and the Tigers are locked up at 1 in the top of the 6th. Mariners have a 6-5 lead on the White Sox in the top of the fifth. The Brewers lead the Yankees 5-0 going into the bottom of the fourth. Cubs lead the Rangers 1-0 in the bottom of the third. And that is our active scoreboard for today. Coming up to bat is Joey Ortiz. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is a 4 fastball called ball one. I think he might have actually caught the corner. And Fried sets. Next pitch is on the way, and the cutter is up high. Count is 2-0 on Ortiz. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is foul straight back. Count is 2-1. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is a towering fly ball. Jazz is chasing it back. It is going to make the play in shallow right field for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Jackson Churio, 1 for 2. And the first pitch to Churio is a sweeper in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is bounced back to Fried. Fried turns and fires to Rice at first, and that is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Bryce Terang. I will come in at the end of this half of the inning. Fried sets and Terang shows butt, takes the ball right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Terang is 0 for 2 on the night with a flyout and a strikeout. And Fried sets and fires, and the curveball is just a bit low. Count is evened at 1-1. At the end of this half of the inning, Fried sets and he fires. The pitch is a sweeper that is called ball 2. Wells is challenging the call. And the call is overturned. That is a strike. So the count is 1-2. Fried sets and fires, and this ball is bounced to Rice. Rice is going to flip to Fried, and they are going to record the third out. So that is a 10-pitch 1-2-3 inning for Fried. And as you can tell, my granddaughter is wanting to be tucked in, and I am heading there to do the deed. So I'll be right back. And the mission is accomplished. We are here. And it looks like the count is 0-2 on Jazz. And Mizrowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is a fastball down low. Count is now 1-2 on Jazz. Jazz is 0 for 1 on the night. Mizrowski sets and fires, and the pitch is in there for call, strike 3. Coming up to bat is Spencer Jones in his second plate appearance. He struck out in the first at bat. And the pitch is inside to Jones. Count is 1-0. And the next pitch is on the way, and that slider is inside. Count is 2-0 on Jones. Mizrowski sets and fires. Jones swings and misses. That is a 102-mile-an-hour fastball. Next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is now evened at deuce. Hey, Joe, welcome to the stream. Count is 2-2 on Jones. He's back in the box. Mizrowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and Jones fouls this one straight back. Count remains 2-2. Mizrowski sets and fires, and the curveball is off the plate. Count is now full on Jones. 3-2. Will the rookie get his first major league hit? Mizrowski sets, fires, and the curveball is off the plate, and that is going to be a ball 4. So that is going to be his first walk of the night, and Spencer Jones is going to touch the bag for the first time in his major league debut. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero, 1 for 1 on the night. And the next pitch is lined into center field. So that is Cabby's second hit of the game. Yankees have runners at first and second. Hey, Lou, welcome to the stream. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. And before I walked out of the house, young Master Wyatt said, "Let's go Yankees." And I have changed over to my Rally Yankee cap, so hopefully magic happens for us. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Wells is 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out in his first plate appearance. And Mizrowski sets, and the pitch is on the way, and it paints the outside corner for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2 on Wells. Mizrowski sets. And the pitch is on the way, and that is taken right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike three. That is the second out of the inning. Come on, guys. That is Mizrowski's 8th strikeout of the game. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon, 0 for 1 on the night. He lined out in his first plate appearance. And the pitch is on the way, and the fastball paints the top of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Mizrowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and the slider catches the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike two. And Mizrowski sets and fires, and that fastball is way inside, 103 miles an hour. Pitch is on the way, and McMahon swings and misses for strike three, and that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the fifth. So that is Mizrowski's 9th strikeout of the game. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 23 votes so far. So let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. We are at 28 likes. Our goal point is 30 for each live stream. So please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. Your support is always appreciated. And I want to thank everyone who is here for taking time out of their busy Friday evening to listen to a little bit of baseball and support the channel. It is always appreciated. Programming notes, I will be on tomorrow at 7:10 to call game 2 of this matchup. And if you haven't, I've dropped a couple of shorts that one this morning or this afternoon. So check out the shorts and tell me what you think. I think you won't be disappointed. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the fifth is going to be Contreras, Sanchez, and Vaughn. And the first pitch to Contreras is a bit high and outside. Changeup is called. Ball one. Count is 1-0. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 2-0. Fried sets, and he fires, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 2-1 on Contreras. Contreras is 0 for 2 on the day with a flyout and a strikeout. Fried sets and fires, and this ball is bounced to Jazz Chisholm. Jazz fields it cleanly and fires to Rice for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Gary Sanchez, former Yankee. 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a strikeout. Run scored. Fried sets and he fires, and the cutter is just inside. Count is 1-0. And Fried sets, fires, and the pitch is a cutter in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1 on Sanchez. Fried sets and fires, and this ball is bounced to McMahon at third. McMahon sets and fires, and the throw is on point to Ben Rice. So that is going to be the second out of the inning. Vaughn is coming up to bat, 1 for 1 on the day. First pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is in there for call. Strike one. Fried sets, and he fires, and the pitch is in there for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2. And Maxey sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is lined up the middle, and Jazz leaps and makes the play. And that is going to be the final out of a 1-2-3 inning. Fried is now retired 7 in a row. His pitch count is at 86. There was no way after he threw his 36 pitch inning that I thought he would get to this point. Coming up to bat for the Yankees in the top of the sixth is going to be Trent Grisham, Ben Rice, and Aaron Judge. So how are we feeling, guys and gals out there in the internet land? For those of you that are here, our active scoreboard for tonight is as follows. Astros beat the Reds 10-0. In the bottom of the eighth, the Rockies and the Phillies are locked up at 7s. Athletics lead the Orioles 4-2 in the bottom of the eighth. Blue Jays lead the Angels 2-0 in the bottom of the 7th. Red Sox lead the Rays 2-0 in the bottom of the 7th. Let's go Red Sox. Painful. Nationals are leading the Marlins 3-2 in the top of the 8th. Guardians lead the Twins 4-3 in the top of the 7th. Tigers lead the Royals 3-1 in the bottom of the 6th. Mariners lead the White Sox 6-5 in the bottom of the sixth. Brewers lead the Yankees 5-0 in the bottom of the fifth. And the Cubs lead the Rangers 3-0 in the top of the fourth. And that is your active scoreboard at this time. A few more games to follow. And the first pitch for Mizrowski to Grisham is fouled off. Grisham is 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout and a pop out. Mizrowski sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And Mizrowski sets and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-2. Mizrowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and the slider is up and out of the strike zone. Count is evened at deuces. Mizrowski sets and fires, and the curveball is off the plate. Count is now full on Grisham. Mizrowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is chop foul down the first base line. It's a 97-mile-an-hour slider. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up high. That's going to be ball 4 for Grisham. So that is the leadoff runner on base, second walk of the night. And it looks like the coach is coming out to the mound. And the umpire is breaking the meeting up. And it looks like Ashby is warming up in the bullpen. And Mizrowski sets. The first pitch to Rice is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Big Ben is 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. Mizrowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and the slider is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 1-1. Mizrowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is going to be off the plate. Count is 2-1 on Rice. Mizrowski sets and fires, and Rice fouls this one down the first base line. Count is evened at deuces. Mizorowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and the slider is way up high. Count is now full on Rice. Mizorowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count remains 3-2. Mizorowski is at 85 pitches. Mizorowski sets and fires, and Rice fouls the pitch off of his foot. Count remains 3-2. We are heading to the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Let's see if Ben Rice can make a little bit of magic happen. Umpire's given a little bit of time to get some feeling back into his foot. Rice is back in the box. Mizorowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is skied to center field. Garrett is backing up, and he is going to make the play just short of the warning track. So that is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is the captain. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. And Mizorowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and the slider is in there for call. Strike one. Judge is 0 for 2 on the night with a line out and a strikeout. Mizorowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and Judge swings and misses on a slider. Count is 0-2 on the captain. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-2 on the captain. Mizorowski sets. Pitch is on the way, and Judge swings and misses at the 102-mile-an-hour fastball. He is down on strikes for the second time tonight. That is the 10th strikeout of the night for Mizorowski. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. First pitch is swung on a miss, 103-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 0-1. Mizorowski sets and fires, and the slider is in there for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2 on Belly. Mizorowski sets, and he fires, and the fastball is skied down the left field line. That was a 103-mile-an-hour fastball. Mizorowski sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed, and that is the 11th strikeout of tonight for Mizorowski. The score is 5-0 Milwaukee as we head to the bottom of the sixth. Coming up to bat for the Brewers is Luis Rengifo, Gary Mitchell, and Sal Frelick. And our active poll is now up to 25 votes. We are at 28 likes, so please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We're at 703 subscribers, looking for our next goal of 705, so we are 2 away. I want to thank everybody for being here, listening to a little bit of baseball on your Friday night. Support is always appreciated. So how we feeling? Do we still have the faith that the Yankees could come back and get on the board and into this game? Chat's awfully quiet out there. Come on, guys and gals in internet land. Let me know what you're thinking. Frida's at 85 pitches, top of the sixth, and Rengifo is up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and that is just a bit inside. Count is 1-0 on Rengifo. Fried sets and fires, and the curveball is just down low. Count is 2-0. Fernando Cruz is warming up in the pen. Fried sets and fires, and the cutter is up high. Count is now 3-0. Fried sets and fires, and that pitch is up high, and that is a 4-pitch walk to Rengifo. Coming up to bat is Mitchell, hitting .219 on the season, 1 home run, 12 RBIs, and a .698 OPS. He came in for the injury of Brandon Lockridge. Fried sets and fires, and this ball is bounced to Jazz. Jazz shoots it to Cabby, relayed to Rice, and that is going to be a 4-6-3 double play. Coming up to bat is Sal Frelick. 1 for 2 on the day. The first pitch is a curveball down low. Count is 1-0. Fried is at 91 pitches. Fried sets and fires, and the pitch is going to catch the top of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. Freed sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is now 2-1. And Freed sets and fires, and this ball is bounced to Caballero. Caballero sets and fires, and he is going to bounce past that to Rice for the third out. So that is another 1-2-3 inning. Coming up in the top of the seventh is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr., Spencer Jones, and Jose Caballero. So the question is, will Jones get his first major league hit tonight? For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. Please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 25 votes. Thank you for everybody who has voted. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. And in our active scoreboard, in the top of the ninth, the Rockies and the Phillies are tied at 7. Bottom of the ninth, the Athletics lead the O's 4-2. Bottom of the eighth, the Red Sox lead the Rays 2-0. Nationals lead the Marlins 3-2 in the top of the ninth. Guardians lead the Twins 5-3 in the bottom of the seventh. The Tigers lead the Royals 3-1 in the bottom of the seventh. Mariners lead the White Sox 9-5 in the top of the seventh. As you know, in our game, the Brewers lead the Yankees 5-0. Cubs lead the Rangers 3-0 in the bottom of the fifth, and that is the active scoreboard at this time. At 9:40, the Mets facing off against the Diamondbacks will start off. So we're talking 5 minutes before another game starts. And it looks like Shane Drowan is coming in to replace Mizorowski, thank God. He is a left-handed reliever. And the first pitch is on the way. And the 95-mile-an-hour fastball paints the inside corner for call. Strike one, count is 0-1 on Jazz. Next pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Jazz is grounded out and struck out on this evening. Next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 1-2. Drowan sets and fires, and that slider is down low. Count is evened at deuces on Jazz. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz loops it into center field. Mitchell is tracking it and is going to make play in deep center field for the first out. Coming up to bat is Spencer Jones. 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout and a base on balls. Drowan sets and fires, and the fastball is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Drowan sets and fires, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Drowan sets and fires, and Jones swings over the top of a slider. Count is 1-2. Drone sets and fires, and the slider is down low. Count is evened at 2-2. And drone sets and fires, and that fastball is way off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2 on Jones. Drone sets and fires, and Jones swings and misses at the pitch for the second out of the inning, and Jones's second strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero, 2 for 2 on the night. Throwing sets and fires, and the cutter is up high. Count is 1-0 on Cabby. Next pitch is on the way. The curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1 on Caballero. Next pitch is on the way, and the curveball catches the outside corner of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. And drawing sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is chop foul down the third base line. Count remains 1-2. Cabby is 2 for 2 on the night. He was the one player who could hit that flame-throwing monster. And the pitch is on the way, and Cabby chases a fastball out of the strike zone for strike 3. And the Yankees are going to go down in order 1, 2, 3. Coming up to bat is Ortiz, Churio, and Terang. 9, 1, and 2. For those of you that are here, if you could take a second to drop your vote in our active poll. We are at 25 votes. And we are at 29 likes, one away from our goal point of 30. So please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. If you are wondering why, well, we provide you with a quality play-by-play almost every night. And I drop a boatload of shorts, things for you to think about, improving the conversation. And upon occasion, I held open panels so that everyone can come up and we can talk baseball. Thank you all for your support. Most appreciate you being here. And it looks like the recent call-up, Kerwin Castro, is coming into the game to replace Max Fried. And we have a home run from the chat. We just got our 704th subscriber. Not sure who you are, but thank you very much. And the double tap is we got our 30th like for the stream. So thank you very much. Your support is most appreciated. And Castro sets. First pitch is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. This is Castro's first big league appearance since 20-21. And the pitch is on the way, and this is driven into center field. It's going to get past Grisham, and Ortiz is going to stop at second with a stand-up double. Not the way that you wanted to start the game out. Coming up to bat is Jackson Chourio. Chourio is 1 for 3 on the night with a single. And Castro sets and fires. The four-seamer catches the inside of the corner for call, strike one. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-2 on Chourio. Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2 on Chourio. Castro sets and fires, and the sinker is off the plate and high. Count is evened at 2-2. Next pitch is on the way, and he paints the outside corner with a sinker for call, strike three. And that is going to do it for Chourio. And the pitch is being challenged, and it is confirmed that it was strike. So the Brewers have one challenge remaining. Coming up to bat is Bryce Terang. 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout. And the first pitch is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled down the left field line. Count is 1-1. Castro sets and fires, and the cutter is down low. Count is 2-1 on Terang. Castro sets and fires, and this ball is grounded to Chisholm. Chisholm fires to Rice. That is going to be the second out of the inning. Ortiz is going to move to third. So the Brewers are going to have a runner at third with 2 outs, and William Contreras is coming up to bat. And Castro sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounced up the middle past a diving Caballero, and that is going to be a base hit for Contreras. Ortiz is going to score. That's going to take the Brewers lead to 7-0 or 6-0. Another soft contact ball. Ex-Yankee Gary Sanchez is up to bat. 1 for 3 on the night, and he takes a fastball up high for ball one. And Castro sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is lined at Caballero for the third out of the inning. And this is going to bring up Austin Wells, Ryan McMahon, and Trent Grisham. 8, 9, and 1 coming up in the top of the 8th. Well. Not exactly the way that we wanted to start this road trip out. However, we are not dead yet. As Yogi would say, it ain't over till it's over. I will be back in just a half a click. The chat's awfully quiet. How are we feeling? What are we thinking? Yankees going to be able to pull out a run at least? And it looks like Paul Goldschmidt is coming in to pinch hit for Austin Wells. Paul is awfully good at hitting against left-handed pitchers, and Drought is going to remain in the game. And Duran sits. First pitch is call ball 1. Thought it was a strike. Next pitch is on the way, and that is going to catch the inside corner for strike 1. Count is even at 1-1. Going sets, fires, and the curveball is going to wrap the plate. Count is 2-1 on Goldie. Duran sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 3-0. Looks like Ahmed Rosario is on deck, going to pinch hit for Ryan McMahon. Next pitch is on the way, and Goldie hammers this one foul down the third base line. Count is now full, 3-2. And Drouin sets and fires, and this pitch is guide to center field. Mitchell is closing and going to make the play for the first out of the inning. And Rosario is getting into the box. Abed is hitting .266 on the season, 4 home runs, 14 RBIs, and an .810 OPS. Drouin sets and fires, and the first pitch is in there for call, strike 1. Drouin sets and fires, and this pitch is bounced to Vaughn. Vaughn is going to take it himself. And that is going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham. Cronin sets and fires, and the first pitch is up high. Count is 1-0. Grisham is 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. And Dronin sets and fires, and that pitch is going to be Call ball two. The catcher is challenging the pitch. And it is overturned. So the count is 1-1. And the Brewers retain their one challenge. Bruin sets and fires, and the pitch is up and in. Count is 2-1 on Grisham. Bruin sets and fires, and that ball is bounced to the first baseman. Vaughn picks it and takes the play by himself. And the Yankees are going to go down in order. That is the 9th Yankee retired in order. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the 8th is going to be Vaughn, Rengifo, and Mitchell. Excuse me. And the top of the 11th, the Rockies and the Phillies are locked up at 7. The Astros have beaten the Reds 10-0. The Athletics have beaten the Orioles 4-3. The Blue Jays have beaten the Angels 2-0. The Red Sox have beaten the Rays 2-0. In the bottom of the 9th, the Nationals lead the Marlins 3-2. In the bottom of the 8th, the Guardians lead the Twins 5-3. The Tigers and the Royals are locked up at 3 apiece in the bottom of the 8th. The Mariners have a commanding 12-5 lead on the White Sox in the top of the 8th. As you know, the Brewers lead the Yankees 6-0 going into the bottom of the 8th. Cubs lead the Rangers 3-1 in the top of the 6th. And Arizona and the Mets are just underway. They're in the bottom of the 1st, and the score is 0-0. In the top of the 1st, the Cardinals and the Padres are at 0s. And at 10:10, we have the Dodgers and the Braves starting up. And at 10:15, the Pirates and the Giants. And that is our active scoreboard for the day. Castro is coming out for his second inning of work. And the first pitch to Vaughn is up high. Count is 1-0. Vaughn is 1 for 2 on the day with a double and 2 runs scored. And Vaughn sets. The ball is grounded to Caballero. Caballero sets and fires across the diamond for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Luis Rengifo, 0 for 1 on the day with a pair of walks. And Castro sets. First pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-1. And Castro sets and fires, and that pitch is foul straight back. Count is 0-2 on Rengifo. Castro sets and fires, and the pitch is foul straight back. Count remains 0-2. Castro sets, fires, and the Fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-2. Castro sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is foul down the third base line. Count is 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and it is a cutter just up high. Count is even at deuces. Castro sets, fires. The fastball is just tipped. Count remains 2-2. Castro sets and fires, and that pitch is slapped into shallow right field. Jazz is tracking it and is going to make the play in shallow right field, the second out of the inning. Well, we're going to have the heavy hitters coming up in the next part of the inning, so we may be able to put some runs on the board. Coming up to bat is Garrett Mitchell. He is 0 for 1 on the day. The first pitch is a cutter up high. Count is 1-0. Castro sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1 on Mitchell. Castro sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 2-1. Castro sets, fires, and that pitch is fouled straight back. Count is now 2-2 on Mitchell. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. And that is going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Castro, his second strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat in the top of the ninth for the Yankees is going to be Big Ben Rice, Aaron Judge, and Cody Bellinger. So let's see if we can get something happening with that half of the lineup coming up to bat. If you have not, we have 25 likes in our, or 25 votes in our active poll. So this is your, actually, I was wrong because they pulled Max last inning, so I should have ended the poll then. So I will do it. And the results for the poll tonight, 40% said between 4 and 5 strikeouts. 32 said 6 plus. 24 said 2 to 3, and 4% said 1. 0 to 1. And Freed had 5 strikeouts on the night. So congratulations for the 40% who actually got that one right. Great insight. We are at 30 likes, so we have met our goal for tonight. But if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And we are at 704 subscribers, looking at 705. So if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. And if you are subscribed, please make sure that your notifications are turned on so that you know every time we are live and not Memorex. And when we drop shorts, that you will know and be able to check them out. And the first pitch is on the way, and Rice swings and misses. Count is 0-1 on Ben. And Druin sets and fires, and the pitch is down low and off the plate. Count is 1-1. Druin sets and fires, and this ball is a towering pop-up. And the Ortiz is going to make the play in shallow right field for the first out. Rice goes 0 for 4 on the night. All rise. The judges in the chambers. 0 for 3 on the night with a pair of strikeouts and a line out. And Druin sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is a line drive into right field. So that is Judge's first hit of the night. Yankees have a runner at first with 1 out. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger, 0 for 3 on the night with 2 lineouts and a strikeout. And Druin sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Druin sets, and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate and high. Count is 1-1. And Druin sets and fires again, and that fastball is up and off the plate. Count is 2-1 on Belly. All right, time to turn the cap around. Let's get a little rally thing going on. And Druin sets, and the pitch is hammered to right field. But Frelick is on it and is going to put it away for the second out of the game or the inning. So the Yankees are down to their final out. Jazz Chisholm coming up to bat, 0 for 3 on the night with a strikeout. And Druin sets. First pitch is on the way, and Jazz bounces it foul down the first base line. Count is 0-1. Judge was taking off on the pitch. Jazz is grounded out, flied out, and struck out tonight. And Druin sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Judge is going to take second base with defensive indifference. And Druin sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2. So the Yankees are now down to their final strike. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz swings and misses for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Yankees this evening. So certainly not the way we wanted to start this road trip out. The Yankees lose this one 6-0. The numbers are 6 runs on 8 hits, no errors for Milwaukee. The Yankees have no runs on 3 hits and no errors. Max Fried is going to take the loss and go to 4-2. Jacob Mizrowski is going to take the win and go to 3-2. And Druin is going to get his first career save. I want to thank everybody for taking time out of your busy Friday night to support the stream and listen to a little bit of baseball. It is always appreciated. I will be calling tomorrow night's game, and we'll be on at 7:05. The matchup is going to be Cam Schlittler facing off against Kyle Harrison. So hopefully the Yankees get back into the win column and even this series up. If you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family or the Hardcore Sports Network, please consider subscribing. And I will end in my traditional fashion with let's go Yankees, and we'll see you in the funny papers. Have a great night.
No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. I don't ever slow up.